Hi, on our previous video on how to design a brochure in Photoshop was this, and we end up getting to the end of this particular video. You get that? Yes. So today I'm just going to show you another guide on how to design the inside. We designed the outside, that was last week. So this week we are designing the inside. You get that? Yes. So this was what we have designed so far. That's the outside cover. You get that? So today we are designing the inner cover of the brochure. You get that? Yes. So let us close up that because we don't need it right now. We don't need it again. You get that? But get to know that at the end of the video I will be giving you the inside template, PSD template, so that you can also use it. You get that? And then next week I'll be giving you some types of brochures. I'll give you different types of brochures. Let's say 2 or 3 brochures. I'll be giving the template, the PSD file, so that you can be using it daily as you want. You get that? Yes. So let us go to our inside folder. This was the inside, and the inside comprised of the page 2, page 3, and page 4. You get that? Yes. So first of all, we are just going to start with the page 2, which is this. So over this particular thing, I always make sure that if page 1 start with this, then page 2 should start with the company, opening of the company. Let's say the company, about, those kind of things. You get that? Yes. So over there, what I need to do is just, I'm just going to, I have not composed any kind of this thing about the company. So I'm just going to give you some brief things on that so that you can also get it. You get that? Yes. So I'm just going to type about us over here. So when that is done, I'm just going to reduce the size of it, maybe a little bit, to be able to cover this side. Let's say let me use okay, I think 16 is okay for me. You get that? Yes. And the next thing again I'm going to do over there is that I'm just going to put in the about us paragraph over there. So with this, I'm just going to pick my text tool and then draw something like this. When you draw something like this, Photoshop is going to generate some kind of text for you. You get that? So that particular text like this, that is what I'm just going to use. You get that? So I'm going to align it left, and then I think this will be okay for me. And I'm going to try and reduce the size to somewhere 12, and that is okay for me. And then I'm just going to copy that one, and then I'm just going to paste it on that. And I think pasting it this way it will be okay for me. You get that? Yes. So when I have something like this, I think it's okay for me. And then so there is the about us. When the person see the cover, one thing I have to show you, always make sure that let me put in the distance over here. Always make sure that your first cover, that is the outside cover, this particular cover should look creative, should look somehow readable. A person who has seen this is the main gate of entering to the house. You get that? This is just a main gate entering to the house. The thing over here, this particular thing is the main gate to allow the reader, or to allow the person who takes this to be able to read through all this. You get that? Yes. So just try and make some kind of thing in there so that it will look creative. People would like to read. You get that? Yes. Don't just put something, and you are okay. No. You are not. You are doing this particular brochure for people to see, for people to get to know the company. You get that? Yes. So always make sure that you make sure that the first cover, that is the outside, this thing should have some kind of creative, should have the zeal for the person to be able to read. You get that? Yes. So let's come back to our page. So over there, I'm just going to put up this, and that is okay for me. You get that? The next thing again I'm going to put over there is that I'm just going to go into my text tool, then I'll pick a ellipse tool, that's the circle tool over there, then I'll hold my shift and then draw something like this over there. You get that? Yes. So when something like this is drawn, I think this is okay for me. You get that? Yes. And then I'm just going to change the color to, all right, let me change the color fill to, okay, let me just choose this color for now. But let's use the company colors over here, and that is important. So let me have that. And then where's my text, my my distant tool. I'm looking for my tool over here. All right, let me do something like this over here. Okay, so this I'm going to put on this, and that is okay. And then I'll have this over there. That is okay for me over there too. You get that? So let's come back to this place. So with this okay, with this I'm just going to change the color to this particular color over there, and that's so cool for me. You get that? Yes. And I'll put it over here, and then I'm just going to draw another shape by using my pen tool over here. I just want some kind of shape there, so I'll click here, then I'll come and click somewhere here, and then I'll click somewhere here, and then over here. I think this is okay for me. You get that? Yes. Then I can have some kind of shape over here. You get that? Yes. So on this, I'm just going to drag it a little bit. I'm holding Control just to drag this side like this. You get that? I just want it to look something, you know. So, and I'll have it just like this, then I'll have something like this over there. I think this is okay for me. You get that? So I'm going to put in an image over here. I'll go to my file, come to place a link. All right, come to place a link, then I'll look for it in my folder that's brochure tutorials over here, and I'm going to, okay, I need this image, so I'm just going to click on that PSD this thing, and then I'll just push it somewhere here, and then I'll try and drag it, transform it a little bit over there so that you cover that particular image over there, and then I'll right click on that particular text image, that subject, and then create a clipping mask in. When the clipping mask in is done, I'll try and transform it how I wanted it to be, then I'll duplicate the image again. So when I duplicate the image again, you can see that it has come back. That's okay. Add a layer mask to it. Let me have something like this. So I'm just going to add a layer mask to it, and then I'll pick my brush tool over there. I'm just going to pick a brush tool over here, and then I'll try and smash it in like that. I just want some kind of effect there. You get that? Yes. And then I'm done with that, and then over this one I'm just going to type Ctrl J to duplicate it. Then I'll move this one to the top over there, and then on that one I'm going to change the fill. I'm going to off it, and then the stroke I'm going to give it a white stroke over there, just like that. And if the white stroke is done, I think this is okay. Then I'll try and push it in a little bit like this. You get that? I just want some kind of thing over there. You get that? So this is okay. You get that? But what I need to do over there is that I will not like this to pass through the face. You get that? I'm just taking you some kind of tech tips, the tech tips that you must know. You get that? So this, I'm going to duplicate it just like that, and then I'll move it to this place. You get that? And this, I'll add a layer mask to it. Let me go this, and then select a mask. All right, select a mask. I'll add a layer mask to that particular shape, this stroke shape. I'm just going to add that particular mask to it. Yes, I think it's adding, but then it's a little bit slower. You just have to have time with me. You get that? Yes. So I'll have okay over there. All right, so with this, when I click on this and I pick my brush tool, I just want to unveil it up, and I just want to unveil the distance. So I'll make it white, then I'll unveil all this place out. I'll unveil all this place out to this side. I think this over here is okay for me. Then I'll change and unveil this too over there. This way is okay. All right, and then this, I'll push it in just like that. You get that? Yes. So I can have that kind of effect image of that particular distance over there. You get that? Yes. And then let me try and see whether I can make the color a little bit deeper. Yes. Okay, something like this. I think something like this. Okay, so it's okay. You get that? Yes. And I'm done with that. So all this is for the page 2 and I'm just going to group it together just like that. You get that? Yes. So on this is going to be the page 3 is just going to be the company vision, mission, and then company values. You get that? Yes. So with that, I'm just going to write mission over here. I'm just going to write mission. All right, mission, and that's okay. Then I'll write vision, and that's also okay. Then I'll write values, and that is also okay. So then what I need to do over there is that I'm just going to select all. Then I'll increase the size to somewhere 30. 30 is okay. Okay, let me use this. Okay, and then I can have something like that over there. You get that? Yes. So if I have something like this, this should come somewhere here, and this should come somewhere here, and then I'll have something like this over here, and then I'm just going to change the color to this particular color over there, and then the same thing I did to the what is the name about us. I'm just going to pull out something like this, and then I'll use this. So with that, I'm just going to change the size to 6, and that is okay for me. To 12 rather, and that's okay. Then I'll make the right tab black, and that's okay. This is okay. And then I'll duplicate it to the vision side. Then I'll duplicate it to the value side. You get that? Yes. And then after I have something like that, let me close up the 3 so that you can see it well. You get that? Yes. And then I'll make it I'll change the color to this, and then change that one to color to that. Then I can have something like this over there. Okay, this one has no change. Change the color to this. All right, I don't know why that particular place it doesn't want to change. All right, let me click on this. I think it will change. All right, so we can have something like this over there. And then what I normally do on my designs is that I normally give a mission icon. So let me go to my file. So there is my mission. I'm just going to transform it very small. It shouldn't be that bigger, so this should be okay. I'll have it over there, then I'll just let it be somewhere here. All right, very small one. I wouldn't like it to be somehow bigger, so that will be okay. Then I'll just introduce some shape over there so that it will be in there. You get that? Yes. And I'm going to use that. Then I'll push it to the top so that it will show up very well for me. You get that? Yes. I'll make the changes. So after that, I'm just going to duplicate that one, and then I'll move it to the vision, and then I'll add the vision. The vision is normal symbolized with let's say eyes or an eye. Yes. So we don't have that, and then I'll push this one in there, and that too is okay. It should be here. That's cool. And then the next thing again I'm going to do is to duplicate the text, the shape, and I'll push it to the values over here, and then I'll import in the value. Anything that is available is either gold or diamond and all that. You get that? So that's why they have this particular as. You can get all this to download on Pinterest, and a different kind of icons. You can get it to download it from Pinterest and FramePick. Yes, all this was downloaded from FramePick. Yes, and that's cool. You get that? Yes. So I can have this, and I can have that, and I can have that. You get that? So with this, I'm just going to change the color to this color over there, so that it will match up with this thing over there. You get that? Yes. And then I'm done with that one too. So after that, you can now move to the what is the name? Okay, so I'm just going to group this one. Then I'll call a page 4, and this was page 2, or page 3 rather. This was page 3, so this should go to page 3. Yes, so page 4, I'm just going to showcase, for instance, if I was doing it for myself, for the page 4, I'm just going to showcase my portfolio. I'm just going to showcase my portfolio, what I do, the kind of designs I do, for people, for the guys to know, for the person who picked this to know that I do this and I have that. You get that? Yes. So I'm just going to showcase that over there. Then I'll have it just like that, and then I'll introduce something like this. All right, something like this over there. I think it will be okay for me. Okay, and then I'll zoom out. Then I'll duplicate it this side so that I can have two images can be inserted in these shapes. You get that? So this should go this way and this should go that way. It shouldn't be that bigger. You get that? Yes. And then after that, I'm going to click my properties by this thing over here. Then this I'll just close it up, and then this I'll make it 100. And that's okay. And on this, I'm just going to make this left downside to 100, and that's okay. And then I'll just duplicate everything just like that. And then over this particular, I'm just going to flip it up so that it will go top. This, I just want some kind of road distance shape over there, and that's okay. And then I'll duplicate again. Then I'll move it to this side. Then I'll duplicate again, then I'll move it to this side. You get that? Yes. And then after when I did that, so this and this, I'm going to flip that one too to this, so that I can have some kind of this thing over here, and I can have some kind of this thing over here, and that's so cool. So I'm just going to select all the shapes over there and then group it, and then make sure that it's aligned. It has already aligned in that particular this thing, so that I can put on my designs. Every design I do, I'll put everything over here. You get that? Yes. You just have to choose some kind of simple ones and then to use. You get that? Yes. Then after that, we are done with the inside cover, just like that. You get that? Yes. So if this is the front, and then this is the outer, this should be the what? The inner. You get that? Yes, they should be the inner, so that the people who are going, anyone who take this brochure can easily take through, read up what he knows and anything, how to contact you. He or she can get it at the outer cover, and that's so cool. You get that? Yes. And the layout to the guidelines, all these guidelines is very important. You have to come up with a guideline, so that when after printing the trimming, sometimes someone will design a brochure. At the end of the day, when the trimming is going to done, it can enter to this side, so you just have to leave a free space, or let's say a safe area for the trimming to be done very nicely. You get that? Yes. So this is how a brochure inside is designed. So next week I'll be giving you 3 different type of brochure designs, and it's for free, and it's PSD files, and you can enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. This is Avian Graphics, and have a nice day. Bye bye.